Hello, ladies and gentlemen, my name is Varecti, and welcome back to my The Beginner's Guide Let's Play. We're jumping farther and farther down into Coda's mind with our guide, Davy, creator, or writer, I should say, of the Stanley Parable. We've seen productions of Coda's mind in the flesh, or in the digital flesh, I should say. We've walked through it, and it's an abysmal place, a dismal thing to see. And I just hope that there is some light at the end of the tunnel. Well, let's go see. The machine. Coda's last game was talking about the machine. Or a machine. Sup, guard? Man, I'm glad to see you arrived safely. Oh, okay, we've captured the machine. It's waiting for you now. You can begin the interrogation when you like. I intend to be brutal. Very good. Should warn that someone called the press, so we might have a bit of an attention on this one. Also, one more thing you should know about the machine. It calls itself Coda. Okay, well... Hi, Coda.
And of course, it's the machine.
Coda is the machine. You stopped. Your work was keeping us alive. Your work was keeping us healthy. There's people out there. Can you imagine what pain you put them through? It was only because of your creations that any of us could make it through every day. How could we go back to trusting you to do this job? Gosh. So here's what needs to happen. You need to go to the people who are out there and apologize to them. You have to admit to the people that you allowed them to suffer. I've been so alone. Gosh. This is really not getting any better. Apologize for leaving me. Can I get on top of the machine? No. Nothing. Think carefully, I know how to hurt you. I've seen the thing you fear. Oh, jeez. I guess we're gonna take this a little darker. Here we go! Here we go! Alright then, I will apologize to the people on your behalf. Is this the game of apologizing to people? Me, I am representing the agent, the game, apologizing to Coda, to the people, to the viewers, to the press, to the gamers, to the players. My followers, my friends. Oh, that is a tricky way to start it. Are the people that play your games your friends or your followers? If you say that they're your friends, does that really make it so, though? It falls on me to deliver bad news. The machine refuses to admit that it deliberately hurt us. But this is not important. We are stronger than it thinks we are. We will find a way to live without it. We do not need its games. Let us pay it retribution. Let us show it that we are not failures. We will destroy the machine, or we will destroy everything the machine has created. Honestly, it feels like... What is it? Where's the ocean coming from? What would be worse is to destroy everything the machine has created, to destroy everything Coda has created rather than himself. In such a way, the machine would be destroyed even more fully. Huh. No way. Really? It can't be like this. They don't expect me to just shoot up the place and destroy it all, do they?
Remember, you can click to fire the gun.
I know, but I don't want to. I know something bad is gonna happen when I do. There it is. Oh, it's so bright. Gosh. This is terrible symbolism. Would I have been able to destroy the machine itself? Oh man, and the lag.
So now the work is becoming self-destructive. And I'll tell you, at the time that I first played this game, shortly after he made it, here's what I'm thinking to myself.
Here's what I'm thinking.
What the heck? He's stuck in his own head, and that it's having a very negative effect on him.
Yeah.
And that all he needs to do is just start showing his work to people, to get some actual feedback on his games.
But maybe not
It might
this
get him
game.
out of isolation.
Oh hey.
And so, as I'm thinking this, I realized that I could be the one to initiate it. Because it would never occur to Coda to start actively soliciting feedback, so what if I did it for it?
Is that this game? Is
If
that
he
what
could
this
see the
game
difference
is?
it would make to have more actual conversations with other human beings, would that bring him out of his mental spiral? Would it give him confidence in himself? Would it bring meaning back into his work?
Well, here we are. Here we are back at the ideas room. Ah!
So I
There's the
started
door.
showing Coda's work to people. I took this one, and the islands which you just played, the theater, the notes, the house cleaning game, and some of the prison escape games. I brought them to people that I knew and trusted. I asked their opinions. And the great part is that they really loved his game.
Yeah, I can understand
The
why.
point of it all was just to give him some external reference
Oh,
point.
here we go.
They genuinely loved his work. There was nothing for him to be afraid of.
Yeah. Oh. Gosh. But, I feel like there's a lingering but. Not the good kind. Put down your weapon. Uh-oh. I don't want to fire at you. I do not want to...
Can you see why I felt like this was the right thing to do? Because it's the thing that I always feel like I need. To be told that my work is good. That
Yeah.
I am good. When
understand
someone
that.
really connects with a thing that I've made, when they see themselves purely in my work, there's nothing that feels better. And I got to give that very same feeling to my friend. I did something... I really felt like I'd done something good. Like I was a good person. I felt like there was a friend who was in trouble and was unhappy and maybe didn't like themselves, and I could fix it. If I could give him this gift, maybe I could fix the problem. When they told me how much they enjoyed his games, it was the best feeling. It was the absolute best feeling.
Why am I
It
not
made me
feeling
feel
good
so
about this?
happy. So
As the music's not...
beautifully happy.
Why am I not feeling good about this? Oh, jeez.
So anyway, Coda finishes this game, and then really he just kind of takes off for a while. So this is June of 2011, and I didn't hear anything from him for several weeks, I guess.
Wow, guys.
And so out of nowhere, one day I get an email, and it's got a private link to a new game of Coda's. This one is called The Tower, and to my knowledge, it's the last game that Coda ever made. So let's take a look.
Okay, well, please be... Oh gosh, I don't know what I'm gonna expect. I'm apprehensive right now. The Tower. Here we are. This is the final game that Coda made. Are you guys ready? I don't know if I am.
And this is where I have trouble saying anything meaningful about Coda's work. Because more than anything else, the tower just feels distant.
It's very
It
oppressive.
feels like it's trying to distance itself from the world. It's a very cold game.
Yeah. Gosh. It's like it's straight out of a dystopia.
This room actually has a maze in it.
Wow. It's impressive in a way. Oh gosh, that
Except
was...
all the walls of the maze are invisible. And then every time you touch one of the walls, there's this awful flashing and noise. So the experience is really miserable.
Can we
The
skip
game
past
goes
this
beyond
one?
not being meant to be played. It actually seems to despise the player for trying to play it at all. But I do want to show you the rest of the levels, so when you're ready to continue, press enter and I'll put a bridge over the maze.
Thank you. I appreciate that. How did Davey manage to, I guess that's a silly question to ask, how a game developer managed to manipulate a game to get past the parts of the level.
And to be fair, it's not like this is the first game that's needed some modification to be playable.
That's
Like
true.
the house cleaning game. You know, that one used to actually loop the cleaning chores and you just cleaned a house forever. I had to cut it off so that you could exit the house and the game would actually end. But that game had an idea that it was actually trying to communicate. What's the deeper idea behind the invisible maze?
I think you explained it already, Davey. Is this a bean counter?
The only way past this challenge is to randomly guess the 6-digit code. Like the invisible maze, it's frustrating to me, because it's the opposite of everything else that Coda has made. It doesn't encourage thought or engagement. It doesn't ask anything of me, except a lot of my time. If I could have reached him during this time, then maybe I could have asked him, but I couldn't. I still don't really understand why this is here. I'll put the code on the ground for you here, though, so that we can move on.
Thank you. Coda, what's going on? There's the ambience in here is terrifying too. So 17, okay. Ah, dang nabbit, no! No! Go back. There we go. Jeez. Wow. Coda really doesn't want the player to finish this game. Yet he still built it. He still saw it through till the end.
The switch to open this door is actually on the other side of the door, meaning that it's literally impossible to solve from this side. So even if you somehow brute forced your way through the first 2 challenges, and you got to this point, there's actually just no way to progress.
Why? Why?
It's scary for me. The idea of Coda cutting himself off entirely. Just saying, you know, that's it. That's the end of the conversation. Not giving me any way to fix the problem.
Gosh.
I feel like a failure, I guess, when I can't fix the problem. But I can open this door for you, so let me do that. Was I a failure for not understanding this game?
No, Davey,
I don't know why I would be. It's not like everything needs to have a solution, but I feel it somehow. I feel like I failed, and I don't understand why. I remember, it's June of 2011. I'm playing this for the very first time. And as I'm playing, I'm thinking to myself, I don't know this person. I have no idea who this person is. It wasn't the guy I knew. It wasn't my friend. I had come to so many conclusions from looking at all of his work up to this point, and then suddenly none of them...
Okay. I'm gonna keep going.
I had been trying to, though. That was the thing. For years, I was trying to get to know him, to understand who he actually was and what he stood for. I asked him so many times to please just tell me what his games mean to him. I asked him please to tell me what the 3 dots mean.
Yeah, the 3 dots! I saw them in so many games. Gosh. Trinity, 3... Trinity means so many things to so many people, so many civilizations, so many individuals.
I just felt so strongly that if I could have connected with him, that if I could have somehow made his work my own, that I would finally be once and for all happy.
Please don't tell me that he actually is
It was that I needed
dead.
to see myself in someone else. I needed to be someone other than me. But he stopped and left. And it felt somehow like I had failed.
Davy, no. You didn't fail, Davy.
Where did I screw up?
I don't think you did screw up, Davy. I don't think people work like that. Oh, God. Why?
I'm the reason that you stopped making games, aren't I? It's because of what I did. I poisoned it for you.
Are you serious?
I don't think I ever told you this, but when I took your work and I was showing it to people, it actually felt... it felt as though I were responsible for something important and valuable.
Please.
And the people who played them, they treated me like I was important. They really listened and cared about what I had to say. Even though I was showing your work, it was... I felt good about myself. Finally. For a moment, while I had that, I liked myself.
What? Stop adding lampposts to them?
And then you stopped. And I didn't have anything left to show people. I just had to be with myself. And as soon as that happened, there was no feeling at all. Nothing. Less than nothing. What does that mean?
What? God. You're not my problem to solve. The man who seemed like he was the one distancing himself that had the problem in the first place is telling Davy that he's not his problem to solve. It almost feels like he's talking
I'm
to
afraid
himself.
that I did something really stupid because I don't like myself.
And you finally see what I'm talking about. Don't say anything.
That's why I'm releasing this collection of your work, is because I haven't been able to find any other way to reach you. I've tried everything. And so a part of me has hope that if I put this compilation out into the world, and if I put my name on it, that maybe enough people will play it so that it'll find its way to you, so that I can tell you that I'm sorry. I know I screwed up. If I apologize to you truly and deeply, will you start making games again? Please. I need to feel okay with myself again. And I always felt okay as long as I had your work to see myself in. I mean, is something wrong with me? Because I know that I did an awful thing, and I'm doing it again right now. Like, I'm showing people your work, but I can't stop myself from doing it. That's how badly I need to feel something again, like I'm an addict. There has to be something wrong with me. Can I apologize? What if I tell you I was wrong? Will that work? Will that fix it? I don't know. I don't think it will, but there's nothing else that I can do. Just tell me what you want. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Please, start making games again. Please help me. Please give me some of whatever it is that makes you complete. I want whatever that wholeness is that you just summoned out of nothing and you put into your work. You were complete in some way that I never was. And I want to know I want to know how to be a good person. I want to know how not to hate myself. Please. I'm fading, and all I want is to know that I'm going to be okay.
What the balls? Hmm. Davey. What? Is this for real? I don't even know.
More love, more praise, more people telling me that I'm good. Always more. It's like a disease.
I understand that.
Solution.
Davey, is this for real? Like, seriously?
I guess if someone had told me ahead of time that he just really enjoyed making prison games, maybe I wouldn't have thought he was so desperate. I wouldn't have told so many people that he was depressed. Maybe he just likes making prisons.
Davey really made this to reach out to Coda? Is this for... I keep questioning it. I can't help it. It almost seems too unbelievable. But knowing this is from the same people who did the Stanley Parable, the same guy who did the Stanley Parable, it seems totally possible. I understand wanting to be there for your friends, wanting to be there for people you care about, wanting to try fixing a problem that you see. I get that. I do.
Even now, the disease is telling me to stop. Don't show people what a shitty person you are. They'll hate you.
Why would you go this far, Davey? I mean, you must have understood what you're releasing, even if you had a moment of passion in that last part. We're still here. I'm still walking through this room. Wait. Where are we now? Is this under everything? Games are important. They tell so many stories.
If I knew that my life depended on finding something to be driven by other than validation, what would that even be? It's strange, but the thought of not being driven by external validation is unthinkable. Like, I actually cannot conceive of what that would be like.
I understand that. I do. I think a lot of people can understand that. It's not uncommon. Yeah.
What now?
What are you trying to say now, Davy? I
think I need to go. And I'm sorry, because I know that I said that I would be here and I would walk you through this, but I'm starting to feel like I have a lot of work to do. I have a lot that I need to make up for. And so I'm just gonna... Okay.
Okay. I mean, there's one thing not releasing this game entirely, but you did, and you walked through this part. Like, this is a conscious choice. This is so confusing. Huh. Interesting. Here we go. Here we go. Okay. I cannot believe the journey that I've been on because of this game. It's so surreal. And that is very far away. I have the funny feeling that I'm going to have to walk the entire thing. I can't believe that Davy and Coda really... all this happened. I seriously understand trying to fix things, trying to fix people, but people... wow. From the Whisper. Stepping into that'll kill us. And that'll be it. Either we'll fall over dead, or maybe we'll even rise out of it and see the whole place for what it is. Here goes nothing. And gosh. It's beautiful. Is this basically the epitome of life? Endless series of mazes. And is that the last that we're hearing from Davy, or will there be any final departing words? Gosh. That's it. This was the most surreal game I've ever played. It's very interesting that the Beginner's Guide title is now all corrupted in a way. I apologize for my commentary for being really segmented, and I guess I was repeating a lot. I can't believe Davey made a game just to try to reach Coda. Everyone that played this game was brought along for the ride. I genuinely hope it works. I hope you guys can connect again. Because maybe it wasn't a very healthy relationship, but I mean, I guess in some ways we all need our lampposts, right? Does that even make sense? Do we? Do we need a lamppost? There's just so much to think about right now. I can't put it into words. It's one of the most real stories I've ever played, experienced because of a video game. And I hope, even though that this game is finished, that there's a happy ending for Davy and Coda. I can't even begin to say whether their friendship was a healthy one or not, but at the very least, I feel the same way Davy feels in some way of, I hope Coda goes back to make games that mean something to him, if no one else. Because if it means something to him, then that's all that matters, right? And if Davy, if you ever do hear this, probably not, I hope you find a constructive reason for being. Because both you and Coda have very brilliant, very different minds, and games matter to people. The experience matters, and the soul that developers put into their games matter. Those gamers that really look for it, they can feel it. I'm one of them. I know there's plenty of you out there that are too. I guess with that, we'll flip off the lamppost. We'll wrap up. I hope you guys enjoyed this crazy journey as much as I have. Either way, thank you for making my play experience your play experience, guys. Please remember to hit that subscribe button if you haven't already, and I will see you guys next time. Bye. Wait.
Don't.
Come here.
You do this. Why have you forsaken us?
Where did all of you come from? Oh, mother of zombies. Okay, get out of there. Oh no, we need a thing.
Oh my God.
Oh no, put down the thing. No. I feel kind of bad for beating a lady in the back of a gas station.
With a baseball bat.
With a baseball bat.
And you're recording the whole thing.
Yeah.